virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn maths. Come on, we will begin our chapter. Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. Okay, I am Mrs. Akshata Kale. Welcome you all to virtual class. And today we will learn maths of standard 4th and the topic is geometrical figures part 2. Yes students, we have completed the geometrical figures part 1 in the last lecture. Today we will proceed to part 2 of this portion. Okay, before that we will take a quick recap of the last lecture. We have learnt about angles. See this students. This is the angle of 90 degree. That is nothing but, okay, see this. This is the second angle, that is 35 degree, means less than 90 degree. One more angle is there. The measure of this angle is 115 degree. You know that we measure angles in degrees, correct? Now we will see the names of these angles. This is a right angle because it measures 90 degree. When the angle is equal to 90 degree, then that angle is called as right angle. This is acute angle because here the measurement is 35 degree and the angles between 0 degree to 90 degree are called as acute angles. And this is obtuse angle because it is between 90 degree to 180 degree. Then we call that angle is a obtuse angle. Now, see dear students, this is called protractor. This is a tool that helps us to measure the angles. See here, it is the angle between 0 degree to 90 degree, that is called acute angles. The angle equal to 90 degree, that is like a L shape. Okay, that is called as right angle. And the angles between 90 degree to 180 degree are called as obtuse angles. Got this children? Means there are three types for you here. Acute angles up to 90 degree. Exactly 90 degree means that is a right angle, and more than 90 and up to 180 it is called as obtuse angles. Okay. Now students, we will proceed to today's portion, circular objects. Please observe this. This is a cart wheel. You can see this is a button that we use to put on the shirt and all that. This is a bangle. Girls wear this. This is a bicycle wheel. Yes students, the shape of all these objects is called as circular shape. What we call circular shape. In normal language we say round in shape. But in mathematical language we say circle or circular shape. Got that? Now students, I have taken here a circle, means a paper circle. I have drawn a circle on the paper, okay, and here I will fold a down part back side. Okay, I will fold that. See here, I folded. Now I got like this. That line I got is nothing but a chord. Chord of that circle. See here, I will draw here. See, this is a circle, you know. See, this is a chord. What is the meaning of chord? Chord means a line or a segment which joins the 2 points of the circle. For that, here you can see that the 2 points are joined by this red line. That is nothing but a chord. Okay. Now again I have taken a circular shaped paper. Now I will again fold like this. Means right side I will fold on the left side. Exactly in the middle. See, I got like this. Half circle you can say. Correct? And this line I got is nothing but a diameter. What we call diameter. Okay. Now in the circle, see, this is a circle. Exactly the half of that is called as this diameter. Can you see here? This red line passed through the central point. Correct? And it also joined the 2 points on the circle. Then you can ask, what is the difference between the diameter and the chord? Yes, brilliant question. Yes, the difference between the diameter and the chord is diameter always passes through the center of the circle. Okay, means it cuts the circle in 2 parts, 2 equal parts. But what about the chord? Chord only joins the 2 points on the circle. Okay, again we can say here the longest chord we can call as a diameter. One more name for the diameter is the longest chord of that circle. Okay. Now we will see here. See, I will cut this circle in 2 parts and then again 2 more parts. Means I have drawn here a horizontal line and a vertical line exactly in the middle of the circle. And we got a point where the 2 lines crossed. That is nothing but the, yes, center of the circle. Very good. That is the center of the circle. Got this? Yeah. One more. You have to tell me what is this? Yes, very good. That is diameter of the circle. And what is this? See here. The line that joins the center of the circle and the point on the circle. Center and point on the circle. One more we will see. One more. One more. They all have same length. Got this? Means a segment or a line which joins the center and the circle, means that the point on the circle is called as radius. Remember, the radius is nothing but a segment that joins the center to the point on the circle. You can see here the difference between the diameter and the radius. Can you guess? Yes, correct. Diameter is double. Radius is half of the diameter. Okay, that we will learn in detail in the next chapter. Okay. Now, if we want to draw the circle, proper circle, it is not possible for us to draw with the help of our hand. We need some tool to draw this. See this? Yes, I know that you have seen this in your geometry box. Correct? This is called compass. What we call? Compass. Okay? Now we will see the different parts of the compass. See, this is a pencil, you know. Correct? The pencil should be sharpened one. Okay? And see here, screw is there that helps us to hold the pencil. Okay, we have to insert the pencil in that hole and we can adjust the screw. And one thing you remember, here also you see that compass needle. That steel needle will be there. And the one thing, the important thing is that the end point of the needle and the sharpened point of the pencil should be equal in level. The level of both should be equal. Then only we will get the circle of our measurement. Got this? This is the most important thing in this. Okay, what is this? Here this is called hinge. Means we can adjust the length of the compass. Okay, now we will see how to draw the circle with the help of the compass. See here, see students, this first we have to mark a point that will be the center of the circle, and whatever length of the circle we need, we have to measure with the help of the scale. We have to adjust with the help of the hinge of the compass. Then we have to keep the steel needle or the needle point on the center point, or any point that you marked on that we have to keep the needle. Okay, and the pencil we have to move. See, like this. Got? Not to move the needle, not to move the needle side. We have to move pencil side. Remember that thing again. Once again we will see this. Okay, got this? Please practice this at your home. Take the compass and adjust the pencil and see the level of the pencil and the needle, and then make a mark on the paper, and then take any length for measurement, any length you can take, 5 cm, 6 cm, and then put the end of the needle on the marked point and move the pencil side. You will get a perfect square. Okay? Now students, we will move to rectangle and we will see the different properties of rectangle. See, this is a rectangle. We will name this A, B, C, D. Okay. Now 4 corners are there. You know that 4 edges and 4 corners are there. That you have studied in standard 3rd. Correct? Now, what is the name of this rectangle? Okay. Name of this rectangle is like this. You have to write rectangle A, B, C, D. In clockwise direction you have to go, otherwise in anti-clockwise direction you have to go. Means rectangle A, B, C, D you can write, otherwise rectangle A, D, C, B, anti-clockwise you can write. You can't jump in between. You can't write like this, rectangle A, C, B, D. No, that is totally wrong. Okay, you can go in clockwise direction to name the rectangle, or you can go in anti-clockwise direction. Next is vertices. What is the meaning of the vertices? Vertices are nothing but corners. Now this is the new word for you. Vertex. A is a vertex, B is a vertex, C is a vertex, D is the vertex. But the plural of vertex is nothing but vertices. Plural means many. You know that, correct? Now, how many vertices are there? 4. Okay, name them. See, point A, point B, C and D. Got this? Okay. Next we will see sides. How many sides are there? edges that you know they are 4. Which are they? CAB, first side, BC, side CD and side DA. Okay, we will write the same thing here. Okay. Okay, these 3 properties we have done. Now next one is what about the angles? See, you can see here blue line, angle. This is the angle. You know that when the 2 lines meet, their angle is formed. See this angle. Can you see? Okay, how many angles can you see here? Yes, in D I have shown. In A is also angle is there, B is also angle is there and C also angle is there. So means all the angles of a rectangle are right angle. A rectangle is also called a right angle quadrilateral. Remember this. Yes, this is a square. See this. We will name the square here PQRS. Correct? Now how we will write the name? Square PQRS. Correct? Now the next thing is about the vertices. How many vertices are there? Yes, very good. That is 4. The names are P, Q, R and S. Yes, now what about the sides? Yes, you know that there are 4 sides. Which are they? Yes, side PQ, side QR, side RS and side SP. Okay. Now we will write here. Then what about the angles? Yes, correct. Here we can see 4 angles. All the 4 are right angles. And you know the property of the square, that is all the sides of the squares are always equal. Correct? Now about triangle. See dear students, we will name the triangle. Now what you will write? What is the name of the triangle? Here we use triangle LMN. Okay? And what about the vertices, corners? 3 are there. L, M and N. Correct? And sides. How many sides are there? Only 3. Which are they? Side LM, side MN, side NL. Very good. And can you tell me how many angles are there? Yeah, you know that surely it is not a right angle. It is an acute angle. Correct? Because it is less than 90 degree. How many angles? Yes, very good. There are 3 angles. Nice students. Now this is from your textbook. Observe the figure and complete the box that you have to do. Here I will write fast. See, this is rectangle, 4 sides, 4 corners, triangle, 3 sides, 3 corners. Okay. The next one is same thing what we did now. See, side you have to write and vertices. Okay. This is very easy for you. Please complete this in your textbook with the help of the pencil. Okay. Thank you students. I hope the concept of geometrical figures that you have in your portion is clear to you. Okay. We will meet again in next lecture.
Thank you very much for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon to get new updated videos.